This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. A bit of a different one today, but one that I'm very excited to be doing. The former CEO of my previous company, Fight Stars, Mike Leanardi. How are you?
Hey Charlie, great brother. How are you?
Good, thank you. First things first, congratulations. You are the new director of Most Valuable Promotions alongside Jake Paul and Nikisa, the team. First things first, how did it come about?
Known Nikisa for a little over a year, and relationship just kind of grew organically. A lot of mutual friends and things like that, and we started talking about it in December, and here we are.
I believe you've got a heavyweight that's featured on a couple of MVP shows in the past and stuff. So I suppose for you that relationship was just being built and to the point where they thought that they could see a future in it working?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think I don't want to speak for Nikisa or Jake, but I think they appreciate my boxing experience and acumen, and I appreciate their ability to help make people stars and put on major events. So I feel like it's going to be a great fit.
Let's talk a little bit about your work in the past with Creator Clash. Obviously, you're someone who's sort of dabbled in the pros and been able to do that as well. How have you found launching all of that? And are you still working and doing stuff with Creator Clash now?
Yeah, so actually we just announced Creator Clash 2. Yeah, so that's April 15th at Amalie Arena where Jake fought Tyrone Woodley in the rematch. Went on sale last week. Ticket sales are phenomenal. We got a great lineup. It's going to be an amazing event.
I've had an early look at the card. It looks really well. It's had a good reception online. How are you finding the competition? Because now more and more in this sort of influencer and YouTube crossover industry, there is so many more outlets now. Obviously, Misfits primarily with the Zone, and then Global Titans who staged an event. I'm sure there's others in there as well. But how is that? Is everyone able to cooperate with each other and able to make things work?
I mean, we haven't needed to cooperate or collaborate with anybody, to be honest. I feel like they have their lane and we have ours. It's kind of a different brand of content creators that they go for than we go for. Obviously, majority of their shows are in UK, ours are in the United States. What I think it's anything that brings more eyes to boxing, I'm all for. As a boxing lifer at this point, that's what it's all about. It's growing the sport and getting more people interested in the sport, and so I'm all for it as long as it's done safely. I'm not saying Misfits in particular, but I've seen other events where it looks like safety wasn't a primary concern, and that concerns me because then that can make the whole space look bad. But with us, as you may or may not know, we're sanctioned by the Florida Athletic Commission. They do all the same medicals as the pros. We have professional referees, professional judges. We do everything above board.
Like, out of curiosity, we saw that Misfits announced tag team boxing. Now, this is something that I, as someone that have relished the Misfits and the influencer crossover and the stuff that you guys are doing, almost feel like there's a bit of a line, and I don't know where it gets crossed. Does tag team boxing cross the line, in your opinion?
I'm really curious to see how it works. I haven't researched this at all. Maybe I don't know. Are they able to?
It's 16-ounce gloves. It's not 10s. But I don't really know how the switching in and out's going to do. I don't.
That's my biggest question. Like, is it in between rounds, or can you switch? Can you tag during a round? If you get rocked, can you go to your corner? And that I think could be problematic to actually make it work. But it's going to be interesting to see. I get what they're doing. The KSI fight two guys the same night. They're trying to create new avenues and kind of new wrinkles to it. So, let's see if it works. It's going to be interesting.
Mike, this weekend we have Amanda Serrano, who takes on Serrano-Cruz, undisputed at featherweight. Hopefully, fingers crossed, allowing them to make the Katie Taylor rematch. I think May 20th is the targeted date in Dublin, Ireland. Just for this week, I know Amanda Serrano's been dead focused on Serrano-Cruz all week. Almost, I think people feel maybe a little bit of a disrespect throughout the whole week because there's always been so many Taylor questions. Is it just all focus on Saturday night for Amanda?
Absolutely. Everything's focused on Serrano-Cruz. Look, she's a world champion. It's not an easy fight by any stretch. So, if Amanda does what we all believe she can do, then, we're more than happy to, look at the rematch. But yeah, absolutely. Everything from our side has been focused on Serrano-Cruz.
Just finally from me, we saw Jake Paul, Tommy Fury was announced. They did the face-off in London last week. I spoke to Jake at the press conference and he said he's still a little bit worried. Tommy didn't turn up to the face-to-face they were meant to do. On your side, a team that deal with MVP, we know that Tommy, the fight's been made 2 times previously. This is the 3rd time and both times fell through. Is there still a little bit of a concern or a vulnerability that this fight may not happen, or do you have to see 100%?
With the way, obviously I wasn't involved the first 2 times. I just started with the company, this month. But, me personally, yeah, I'm a little worried that he's going to show up, that he's going to make it to the fight, but we'll see. It's going to be a tremendous event, and everybody's making a lot of money. I think he will, but trust me, there's a little bit in the back of my mind that's like, man, I hope he comes. I hope he gets on the plane.
I feel that. Finally, for me, it is a great fight. We're all looking forward to it. One that boxing purists, YouTube influencer boxing fans will love. In your opinion, how does the fight go?
Oh, Jake. I think Jake knocks him out. If he doesn't, he'll beat him up. Tommy's talking about I have massive power and this, that, and the third. You can look at his record, and he doesn't have massive power. Where Jake, people can say whatever they want about Jake, but nobody in his boxing, but no one can say he can't punch. Jake has legitimate one-punch power. You've seen it. And I think Jake's a bit more athletic overall. I think he takes his boxing a bit more seriously. Jake carries the day. I think late knockout.
Mike, top man, thank you very much for your time. Look forward to seeing you throughout the week and in the future, more stuff with MVP.
Likewise, brother. Good to see you.